Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. With the royal blessings of His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed will tomorrow preside over an honoring ceremony for the competencies of civil service and administrative development sectors in the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. The State Council approves the draft provisions specialized in draft law provided by the Council of Oman and the proposal of linguistic policy in the Sultanate. And Her Excellency the Ambassador of China to the Sultanate affirms that Oman is a main partner in the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. With the royal blessings of His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Fahd bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, will preside tomorrow over a ceremony honoring the competencies of civil service and administrative development sectors in the Gulf Cooperation Council GCC countries. The ceremony will be attended by a number of Their Highnesses and Excellencies, the heads of civil service and administrative development apparatus in the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, and His Excellency Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid Al Zayani, Secretary General of the GCC, and Their Excellencies, the heads of diplomatic missions accredited to the Sultanate. During the ceremony, 30 leading administrative figures will be honored by the GCC's Civil Service and Administrative Development Order, 5 from each country, in recognition to the efforts of the civil service sectors in the GCC countries to achieve the aspirations of Their Majesties and Highnesses to enhance the areas of comprehensive Gulf development and maintaining the gains achieved. The Directorate General of Education in Muscat Governorate marked the Teachers' Day under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Saeed. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al Rahbi.
Teachers play a significant role in shaping the future of individuals and societies. They contribute a great deal in unlocking the minds of youngsters to lead a promising life.
Teacher, it means a lot. Teacher is a person who provides education for students and learners. Teacher is not only the person who provides only the information. Teacher is monitor, observer, guider, supporter. Teacher is everything, really.
To be a teacher is more than what I can express. You know, teaching is very hard job, very hard career that anybody cannot shoulder. Especially some people can do it. You know, to be a teacher is to bring up glorious generations, transforming your information, delivering everything what you have to your students in order to become something worthy, inshallah, in future. So I think this is a very hard job for you.
250 teachers from the schools of the Directorate General of Education in Muscat Governorate were honored in a festive educational evening on the occasion of the Omani Teachers' Day, which falls on February 24 each year.
First of all, it's a pleasure to be here and to be rewarded as well. I'm very glad and I feel fully appreciated by the ministry, and I'd like to thank whoever was a reason behind this rewarding.
We were so happy to be awarded here and to be one of the best teachers in this country. This type of celebrations, it makes us to develop ourselves and to be proud, actually.
It is worth mentioning that the Ministry of Education is keen to improve the skills of teachers in all aspects and provide high-quality training programs that are aimed at teachers in all specialities. Indeed, teaching is a noble profession. This celebration inspires teachers to exert extra efforts to prepare skillful generations. From Sultan Qaboos University, Saleh bin Khalfan Al Rahbi, Muscat.
The State Council held today its 9th regular session for the 4th annual round of the 6th term. The session was headed by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfoud Al Mandari, Chairman of the State Council. The Council approved the draft provisions specialized in draft law provided by the Council of Oman. It also approved the proposal provided by the Special Committee on Linguistic Policy in the Sultanate after discussing its current situation, challenges, development, mechanisms and activation. The Council also reviewed a presentation on electronic media. The Sultanate and the Republic of Greece stressed on the importance of dialogue and cooperation in order to reach diplomatic solutions for regional and international issues and reinforce security, peace and stability in the world. That came during a meeting held today between His Excellency Yusuf bin Alawi bin Abdullah, Minister responsible for Foreign Affairs, and His Excellency George Katro-Gallos, Foreign Minister of the Republic of Greece. During the meeting, bilateral relations between the two friendly countries and means of enhancing them in different areas were reviewed, as well as developing the relations between the two countries. The Petroleum Development Oman Company PDO marked the graduation of the 15th batch of trainees under the auspices of His Excellency Abdul Aziz bin Mohammed Al-Rawas, advisor to His Majesty the Sultan for Cultural Affairs. Here is a report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
498 young Omanis graduated today from PDO's National Objectives Program. The trainees were the 15th batch to graduate from company-sponsored training programs to take up full-time employment.
Today I had the privilege to celebrate the graduation of 498 graduates, including 66 females, in a variety of different skill sets, from crew members for Salam Air, Bank de Far, technical, several secondees to Mazoon dairy farms, a full spectrum of skill sets that just builds on the confidence, the capability, the employment opportunities that Oman has to offer, and that PDO is committed to try and support to deliver.
The graduates were enrolled in different technical and non-technical training schemes, which are in line with the company's efforts to support the government's economic diversification drive.
I started the training in April last year in Bahwan Institute of Technology, and I stayed there for 6 months, and after that I moved to Bank de Far and I'm employed there as in the transformation department.
The training period was more tough than what we thought before, but after training it was really easier than what we have been trained for. It became for us easy to work and to apply what we have learned through the training period.
Having successfully completed training lasting from 6 to 18 months at 6 different training institutes, the graduates were awarded international certificates in a variety of trades. The batch featured the first group of trainees to be employed at Mazoon Dairy, Salam Air and the new W Muscat Hotel in Muscat. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
With the aim of enhancing the joint work, march in civil service fields and to achieve further cooperation in this regard, Their Excellencies and the Ministers and Heads of Civil Service and Administrative Development Apparatus in the Gulf Cooperation Council countries held their 16th meeting in Muscat. The meeting discussed the cooperation means and mechanisms of rendering governmental services which serve the aspirations of the Gulf citizens. The meeting also discussed preparing guidelines for administrative terms and concepts. It also focused on unifying the purchasing procedures and licenses for human resources development systems. The meeting also touched upon a number of topics such as studying organizational structures of the Ministry of Civil Service in Gulf Cooperation Council countries. The 48th meeting of Their Excellencies the Undersecretaries of Ministries of Commerce and Industry in Gulf Cooperation Council countries was held in Muscat. The meeting reviewed the aspects related to electronic trade and specializations of the Office of Patent of Inventions in GCC countries, in addition to initiatives by entrepreneurs for small and medium-sized projects. It also focused on the latest developments in combating bad business practices and aspects related to customs fees, among other topics. The Sultanate is the main partner in the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative that was affirmed by Her Excellency Li Lingping, Ambassador of China accredited to the Sultanate. Her Excellency, the Chinese ambassador, stated that her country looks forward to open a number of projects in the Sultanate this year, pointing out that the Sultanate has a favorable investment climate. The commercial exchanges between the Sultanate and China witnessed an increase by 40% in 2018, amounting to $22 billion. One of the main ambitious projects that China implemented in Duqm is the Chinese city, which its investment cost reached $10 billion. The Sultanate will be a strategic hub within the Belt and Road Initiative, which includes building ports, roads, railways, and infrastructure projects with an aim to boost trade between China and the whole world, stating from the east of China to Europe, passing Central Asia and the southern part of the Arabian Peninsula. Still to come in our news bulletin. More than 300 companies take part in the International Exhibition of Building and Construction. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Bazaar Market was inaugurated in the Wilaya of Sohar under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud al-Sinadi, Minister of Commerce and Industry. The market blends between the modern and traditional look, and it will provide the opportunity for the visitors to explore the historical aspects and beauty of the Omani heritage. The market includes a park and a resort for the families so as to enjoy a great commercial and entertainment experience. A photographic exhibition entitled Story was opened at the National Museum. The exhibition was organized by the Sawara Photography Group of the Children's Welfare Center in Muscat. The exhibition included over 50 photos which focused on beautiful nature of Oman, cultural heritage, and expressions of Omani children. The event was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Abdul Mun'im bin Mansour al-Ahsani, Minister of Information. The Royal Navy of Oman ship Al-Dhafira held an official reception ceremony at Salalah Port on the sidelines of Asad al-Bihar exercise that started its activities on the 22nd of April 2019. During the reception ceremony, His Excellency Sayyid Mohammed bin Sultan al-Busaidi, Minister of State and Governor of Dhafar, was briefed on the exercise progress and its various activities. Royal Oman Police held a ceremony to mark the graduation of new batch of police recruits at the military parade ground at Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences in the Wilaya of Nizwa under the auspices of Major General Hamid bin Sulaiman al-Hatmi, Assistant Inspector General of Police and Customs for Operations. The ceremony started with the arrival of the chief guest and performing the military salute for him by the graduates. Then the commander of the parade requested the chief guest to inspect the first row of the parade. After that, the graduates performed slow and normal military marches. Then the chief guest distributed appreciation prizes to the top graduates. After that, the graduates sang Royal Oman Police's Nasheed Graduation of the Right and chanted thrice allegiance call for His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. Then the commander of the parade proceeded and requested the chief guest to depart the parade ground. The Omani Authority for Partnership for Development launches Ta'aziz system to facilitate the implementation of the RFD in the ICV program. More details in the following report.
More than 100 government entities and companies who are obliged to implement the PFD program and the potential local companies who will benefit from TAZI's system attended the launching ceremony. TAZI's system includes several functionalities to assist in the implementation of the PFD program more easily and effectively. TAZI's will provide continuous periodic reports of the overall status of PFD program implementation by stakeholders.
This seminar is part of our awareness campaign of the PFD system, and it's mainly in-country value. That means spending more in-country and ensuring that technology transfer and private sector development, meeting our objectives. One of our objectives is enhancing the security and defense capabilities. The second objective is human resource capability and knowledge transfer. And our third objective is enhancing the private sector.
Local companies can register in the system under specific industries and areas of specialization and enter as potential partners with the obligors, international companies who are committed to the Partnership for Development program during the PFD project's implementation in Oman.
We are very happy and pleased to have today the formal launch of the PFD ICV system, TAZIZ, which is a project that we have been working on to expand the application of direct offset / ICV, which basically will create a platform for local companies in industrial estates and listed in Muscat securities market or incubated companies to access international OEMs who have obligations with us in Oman through the offset program.
TAZIZ will create direct business partnerships between local and international companies, develop and strengthen local capability and capacity, enhance ICV, and will help to enable reduction in the proportion of imports and domestic production ratio in line with the strategy of the national economy, as well as to facilitate development and boosting of local trade and facilitate the process of opening foreign markets for the export of local products.
More than 300 companies from 20 countries are taking part in the International Exhibition of Building and Construction at Oman Convention and Exhibition Center. The three-day exhibition is offering investment and real estate finance services and facilities. There are 6 big pavilions allocated for India, Iran, Turkey, China, Germany, and the United States of America. The Supreme Judicial Institute in the Wilaya of Nizwa in the Governorate of Al-Dakhiliya organized a seminar entitled Electronic Blackmail Between Criminalization and Awareness under the auspices of His Excellency Hussein bin Ali Al-Hilali, Public Prosecutor. The seminar assured on the role of the family and judicial entities to spread awareness about dangers of e-blackmailing and its social and psychological impacts. The Royal Hospital pedestrian overbridge that connects the main hospital to other specialized centers is being opened. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i.
A celebration was held to inaugurate the foot overbridge connecting the main building of the Royal Hospital to its affiliated specialized center. Patients, staff, visitors of these medical facilities will now enjoy such ease access with highest degree of safety and comfort. The objective of establishing the bridge is to connect the main building of the Royal Hospital to its specialized centers, as well as reducing the risk of crossing the road when commuting between the two premises. The foot overbridge is a roofed and air-conditioned bridge with 3 entrances and exits. It can be accessed from both sides by lifts and staircases. It also has security alarm systems and firefighting system and 3 emergency stairs.
This project makes the situation is very easy for patients, for visitors, and for staff. As I am staff from engineering department and I am working in diabetic center, my situation is need to go from this side to other side. So now we can use this bridge.
The bridge is been donated by Sheikh Suhail bin Salim Bahwan Al Mukheni, is built on an area of 333 square meters with 3 meters wide and 111 meters long at a total cost of more than 1 million Omani riyals. The bridge is built entirely of steel, aluminium and glass facades with state-of-the-art safety and comfort features. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Royal Hospital, Muscat.
Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates, with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coasts of the Arabian Sea. Winds will be southeasterly to south, light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. With the royal blessings of His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed will tomorrow preside over an honoring ceremony for the competencies of civil service and administrative development sectors in the Gulf Cooperation Council countries. The State Council approves the draft provisions specialized in draft law provided by the Council of Oman and the proposal of linguistic policy in the Sultanate. And Her Excellency the Ambassador of China to the Sultanate affirms that Oman is a main partner in the Chinese Belt and Road Initiative. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.